Hey y'all, what is up? It is currently, what time is it? 19:19. It's 7:19 p.m. My phone's in 24-hour format. I swear I'm not better than y'all. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I have my phone like that, but it's 7:19 p.m. It's February 29th. It's the last day of February. Ugh, I cannot say that word. It's the last day of February, which means we're going to look at our dividends. It's a leap year, so happy leap day, I guess. We're going to look at our dividends for February. We received 11 payments for this month, and while it really doesn't matter how many payments you received, but rather how much those payments give you, I'm still very, I'm proud. I'm happy that I'm building these small yet consistent streams of income. Of course, it's dividends, but still happy. Just looking to grow those and, have a happy future. If it's your first time here, we do videos like this typically around the end of the month, maybe a couple days into the new month, if depending on where the day falls or how my schedule looks like. But if you wanna catch these kinds of videos and see the growth or join the growth, consider liking, consider subscribing, or even like dropping a comment or something so that the video shows up again for you, and maybe you can watch it. But anyways, looking at our performance today, we are up 0.3%. 1 week we are up 0.7%. 1 month I think we're up 4.1%. 3 months we are up again. 2.9% year to date, probably flat. Yeah, we're down $25, 0.2%. 1 year up a whopping 11.72%. The market's had a very good 2023, and fingers crossed for. Well, do I even want the same thing in 24? I don't know. I kind of want I kind of want stuff to go down so I can buy them cheaper, but be careful what you wish for. I got 18 cents, $18 here in buying power, which I usually just try to keep for some recurring investments I have. You see, I have some call options here, selling two, buying one, whatever, whatever. But the main focus of today is our dividends, like I said. So scrolling over, on February 21, we got our first payment from AT&T, $2.88. We have over 10 shares. See how much they pay. We got $2.88. 248 from Verizon from having 3.74 shares. General Mills gave us $1.35 just because they love us. Nope. It's because we have 2.28 shares. Horizon, we got $1.40 for having 12.7 shares. Stag, 93 cents for having 7.5 shares. This is a monthly payer, so it's smaller, but it really does add up. Imagine this times three, that would be comparative to maybe like a General Mills or something. I don't know. If you want to look at it like that, Main Street Capital gave us 42 cents for having 1.75 shares. Realty Income, one of our favorites. Even though it's down, I really should be buying more, but my portfolio is already so heavy in it, relatively heavy. But we got $2.56 from having 9.9999 shares. I think at this point we are at 10 shares, but I will have to double check that. Apple, 82 cents, 3.4 shares. Apple is not a huge dividend payer, but it's one of those amazing growth stocks that do pay a dividend. I don't know if we're switching the trend a little bit, where Apple has done that now, and Microsoft has done that, and now Meta has joined. They've joined the club. Nvidia pays a dividend. Like, are we switching the narrative where typical growth technology stocks, instead of stereotypically reinvesting all their profits into research and growing their company, they're like, hey, you little small shareholder, like, I'm gonna put something in your pocket. Just don't look at it until you get home. It's not much, but it's yours. It's yours. Go and get yourself something nice. Is that the vibe? I don't know. 82 cents won't change my life at all, but of course the idea is to grow my shares, my shareholding, or my holdings in the company, and of course my dividends will grow along with the crazy appreciation that we expect from a stock like Apple. West Bank $1.13, 4.5 shares. Starbucks point a dollar. Wait, what am I saying? We got 71 cents from Starbucks for having 1.25 shares. Nusi was our last payer actually. We got $2.11 from them, and we have 14 shares of Nusi. So not bad, not bad. I do wanna have a short-term goal, I guess, of getting all my dividend payments to be at least $1. Like this doesn't look nice. Come on, 42 cents. Even though this is a monthly payer, like 42 cents a month isn't crazy bad. But Apple, we need to get that to at least $1 per dividend payment. What else we got? Stag, easy. We're just 7 cents short, and yeah, it's really that. Looking at our graphs over here, just a graphical representation. Already went over these numbers. Just in case you're wondering why some of them are green or highlighted green, it is because what is going on here? Oh, the reason that some of them are green is because I believe what I do is that I copy the values from the last quarter. So I believe I did November. So I would have copied all these values. And wherever there's already a value, that means that I should expect a payment within that quarter. Does that make sense? So this would correspond to this, this, to this, to this, to this. Reason why, what's this? Maine doesn't have it is because I did not own Maine last year in November. I bought it maybe a month ago. Don't quote me on that. Starbucks, never owned Starbucks back in November. Starbucks is a new addition to the portfolio, and it's one that I really do plan on keeping for the foreseeable future, if not forever. But yeah, just in case anyone was wondering that. But these payments all add up to $16.79, which is, hey, we made $17 just from owning these stocks. $17 for the month, which isn't like the craziest thing in the world. But realistically, what could this have done? This could have paid my Hulu, Spotify combo subscription, which is $5.99. Still would have had some change. Could have taken myself to Chick-fil-A, or am I doing too much there? Can $10 get me something at Chick-fil-A? I don't know. McDonald's. Let's go to McDonald's and get herself a double. I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, I don't even do this. I just use I won't say I reinvest my dividends because technically I did turn that off, but I do use my dividends as buying power, which do go and buy my daily recurring investments. Which, yeah, it's more or less the same thing. I do really love that. The whole idea of recurring investments, I have never done it until maybe a week ago, or probably more than that at this point. But just looking to see how much we can grow the portfolio, or just grow our positions just from passively investing $1 a day. $1 a day. In theory, it's $365 a year, but of course the market's not open every single day for the year, so not so much the same. Anyways, this value pair, it compares our current, like this year's month, to last year's month. So this year February versus last year February, we're up 340%. Last year February we made $3.82 in dividends. February 24, because we're working, we got a job, we're no longer in school, we're investing because we're smarter. We have a better outlook, and just more ambition for our future, whatever. We are investing more, and we're up 340% technically for the year in dividends, and that's a big number. That's almost four times as big, right? 3.5 times as big. Crazy, right? This number over here is how much I've made total in dividends. So at least starting from when I started tracking my dividends in January of 2023, we've made a total of $126.64 in dividend. Looking at everything in the grand scheme of things from January 23 to now, we would be surviving on $9.05 per month, which pays my Hulu and my Spotify, so I'm not complaining, and that equates to $30 a day. Not I mean that's not gonna get you anything to survive, not even food, but it's a start. It's a start. The number can only go up from here, assuming we hold our positions, right? Um, taking 24, only 2024 into consideration though, we made 29, almost $30 so far for the year in pure passive income dividends. That's $14.90 per month, and that's 50 cents a day. So for the month, for the year of 2024, we're doing a little bit better. We do have 20 extra cents per day to spend if we need to, versus 30 cents if we look at the big picture. In 2023, we had 27 cents a day. So we're already doing way better. And we can see January and February are usually or lower months. January or first and second quarter, let's say, or first, how do I say this? The first of you know what I mean. Like these payment like March, June, September, December, those are the big hitters typically. Typically. So in March, bet you better subscribe and look out for that video because that's gonna be I'm expecting to be at least $25 at least in dividends. So yeah. A graphical representation though, which is the last thing I'm gonna do, is this something that looks a little bit like this. So you can see February we've clearly blown last year out of the water, which is in the green last year in the green, 2024 in the blue. Same for January, 23 is the green, 24 is blue. Nothing for March as yet, but you can see how last year performed. These are cumulative dividends, so the idea again is to keep the blue line above the green line. Always, definitely always. We haven't received any dividends for these months, which is why it flattens out. But the graph is looking good. And of course, I say this all the time. I don't expect, like, I don't expect January 25 to be like up here. You know, like it's not gonna grow linearly like that. I can see these few first months being like blown out of the water, but it is gonna slow down as my investments kind of catch up to me, if that makes sense. But it's a beautiful start. I'm enjoying it while it lasts. You know, these first probably 6, 7, 8 months of the year, yeah, these are nothing. And I really started investing, let's say, in June, which let's just use these for last bars as a real reference. All right. But that's really our video. We had how much? Like $17 in dividends. Was it 17? Almost $17 in dividends. Of course, these dividends will be reinvested in some sense, not necessarily back into these stocks, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you probably sometime next week. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Have a good weekend. Peace.